Havoc.
News, interviews, and more.
We just reek of Huntsville Havoc hockey.
Welcome to the Reekin Havoc podcast. I'm Tim Lambert. This week, we bring a conversation with another one of the new guys, left wing David Novotny. Coach Stu Steffen will have his weekly pick of the pack. We'll also recap this past weekend's games and look ahead to this weekend, plus give you a few reminders. The Reekin Havoc podcast will be right back.
The Reekin Havoc podcast.
One of the worst feelings you can have is that of being stranded. Well, BT's towing, tire, and truck repair makes that a thing of the past, with 24/7 towing services and roadside assistance in the northern Alabama and southern Tennessee areas. But that's not all. They also offer truck and trailer repair, mobile welding, brake service and repair, new and used tires, and other major and minor repairs. Their name says it all, BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair. For 24/7 response, call 497-8234. That's 497-8234. BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair. Got something to say? Put it on a t-shirt, or hoodie, or apron, or even an iPhone case. Just go to daddyoscustomtees.com and make it happen. Look through their selection of ready-made designs, or make one of your own. Check out their special hockey designs, too. With Daddy O's Custom Tees, you can truly have it your way. Look for Daddy O's Custom Tees on Facebook, follow them on Twitter or Instagram, or go online to daddyoscustomtees.com. That's DADDYOS Custom TEES.com. Daddy O's Custom Tees. They've got your back or front.
Let's go in the slot.
We're back with this week's In the Slot segment featuring one of the new kids on the block, left wing David Novotny, who I caught up with after the team arrived in Pensacola Wednesday night. Let's just start off with the David Novotny story. So, kind of fill us in on that up to when you got the call to come to Huntsville.
So it was kind of honestly came out of nowhere. So throughout the summer, I was over in Europe for like two and a half months. My father lives over there, so I was visiting family, doing some traveling around. And my hockey, career was kind of in question. I had a good season last year in college playing for New England College. And then just didn't really know. It was kind of threw some feelers around, but no one was really calling back. So, came back from Europe and I got a text from Stu, and it's, just saying, hey, we've been watching some of your film, and hopped on a few calls with Stu, and things just kind of worked out from there. And yeah, I'm super fortunate. It's been honestly one of the best texts I received. So happy about
it. Yeah. Well, now let's go back to early days. Young David, how did all your hockey playing start? I mean, where are you from and all that kind of good stuff?
Yeah. So, as a kid, I was a bit of a crazy kid. So my parents just started throwing me in all these sports. I did gymnastics, played tennis, played soccer, and was playing a lot of roller hockey at the time. We had a little roller rink, pretty close to my house. So, started playing roller hockey, and then, one of the coaches said, hey, we got to get this kid on the ice. Like, he's a good player. So parents kind of made the call and put me on the ice, and I dropped all this other sports pretty quickly, and I just couldn't get enough of hockey. So that's kind of how it started.
Well, how young were you?
I was a little later. So a lot of hockey players, especially like in Canada and over in Europe, they're starting like 3-4 years old. I started a little later, around probably 11, 12, to really be skating. So yeah, I started around like Pee-wees, so a little older.
Okay. Well, now you mentioned all these other sports. Were there any of those that you maybe thought, I might want to make a run at that instead of hockey?
When I played those sports, I was quite young.
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed tennis. Supposedly my parents said that I was a really good tennis player. But it was just so hot growing up in Florida. I couldn't deal with the heat. So yeah, then I chose this colder sport in hockey.
Okay. Well, I see where you were born in Boca Raton. So how do you make it from Florida to New England?
Yeah, so I mean, the hockey journey for like Florida players might be a little bit different. The hockey growing up's actually, it's really good there, like in the Pee-wees and the Bantams, U16s. But right about like 15, 16, you kind of have to move out of Florida and play for some teams up north. So my parents ultimately decided to put me like in prep school. So I played prep school hockey in Western Mass.
Oh, okay. So
yeah, I played for Williston Northampton School.
Okay, yeah, because I had seen that it was you were in some prep schools there. When during my research, I usually go to eliteprospects.com, and that in itself just kind of threw me for a loop there when I started doing a search for David Novotny, because I'm coming up with all kind of Novotnys.
It's a pretty common Czech name, so I'm sure you might find a few. Yeah,
well, I started to say I saw some David Novotnys from the States and then from the Czech Republic, and you say it's pretty common, so I don't guess you're necessarily connected with.
No, yeah, Novotny is a pretty traditional Czech name, so. Yeah, but not related to those.
Okay. Because, I even came up with a couple of actors, Czech actors, and I thought, well, okay, being from the Czech Republic, maybe there's some relationship there. But.
Yeah, no, unfortunately not.
So now, well, I mentioned the Elite Prospects. I went to Hockey DB, and it's got you playing in the Czech League.
No, I don't know where you're seeing that, but I've never played in the Czech League. Okay. I did a few like camps, like hockey camps, but I've never played over in the Czech.
Okay, well, I guess they just kind of did a mashup with you, because there is another David Novotny that played in the Czech League, and I looked down through all the lineup and all the teams, and Huntsville Havoc was at the end, but it starts out with a Czech League team, so. I was like, okay, I'll have to ask him about that.
Yeah. No, I don't know.
Well, now, while we're on that subject, are you from a hockey family?
No, not really. Like my dad, like he played a little bit out like in the pond maybe back in the day, but no, not a hockey family at all. I'm the only one in the family playing hockey. So my brother, he's at dental school at University of Florida. So he's a medical guru. So
okay,
I guess I'm the only one who got like the hockey genes.
Well, now you talked about being in prep school. How was that? I'm assuming you're up north. Your parents are down south. How was all that for you?
It was pretty tough. I moved away when I was 15 years old. And it was pretty strict, definitely, like prep school, like they kind of had us, always doing something. So we were like never getting in trouble, I guess but yeah, it was, I met so many great people there, and I went there going into freshman year. So that's kind of all I really knew. But I definitely enjoyed it. And I think it instilled some good habits, for sure.
Okay. So you had some folks there kind of keeping you in line then.
Oh, yeah. The teachers, like I lived in the dorms, so the teachers were always dorm parents. So, they kept it pretty strict there. But I really enjoyed it. A good hockey program. They played the top teams in all of prep school. We played always like a really hard schedule, which I liked. So, yeah.
How much travel was it?
It wasn't bad. 3 hours was possibly our longest drive, 3-4 hours. So everything was pretty local within the New England area.
And I see where you made kind of a transition there from what is it, Williston Northampton School. I guess that was the prep school.
Yeah.
Then you went to played for the Mid Fairfield Rangers 18U.
Yeah, so it's like called split season. So when you're playing prep school hockey, you're also it's like a 25 game season. So you play like a split season that gives you like another 25 games, and that's like with the separate team. So that's kind of what I was doing there, like playing on both teams in the year.
Okay. Kind of like maybe playing for your playing for your school team, and then maybe playing for like
and then
travel
like
ball,
a travel team.
Travel team. Okay.
Yeah, that was exactly how it was. Yeah.
Okay. All right, and then Seahawks hockey is up next in the EHL. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so that's during my senior year. I don't know. That's when COVID hit. Everything was shut down. It was. Yeah, hockey became really weird because, leagues were shutting down. Like prep school hockey, obviously, like, they were very strict with it, so we didn't even have a season. So I was able to just jump on this team in Cape Cod, the Seahawks. So I played just the end of the season with them. I was there possibly 2 months. And then out of those games, my coach in college at NEC, he saw me from there, and then I just said, I might as well just go to college a year early there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, COVID just messed everything up. So
yeah.
All right. So you mentioned New England College, and so you were there for 4 years. What was your major while you were there?
So I majored in business, and then I did like a focus in sales. Okay. And then I was able to accelerate my classes because coming from prep school, I was like kind of used to like 2 hours of homework a night. And then I come to college and it's like 2 hours of homework a week. So I'm like, I might as well, load up the classes. So I graduated in 3 years, and then I took my master's the fourth year I was there.
Oh, okay. So
so I have my MBA as well.
Okay. I was going to ask you about that because I thought I saw a post or something about you getting your bachelor's, but I wasn't sure about the master's part of it. So you're all done then. School never ends, but for now, I'm done with it, which I'm happy about.
I knew that there were some of the guys that are, still taking classes, while they're playing there with Havoc too. So,
we got a few of the guys taking classes. So that's cool.
Well, I see where you were also on the golf team there at New England.
Yeah, that's kind of a funny story how that started. Like, I would say like I'm a good golfer, but I'm not a great golfer at all. Like I can hit some decent shots, but I'm also like in the woods a lot of the time. But yeah, my sophomore year, not a lot of people were trying out for the golf team, and they were already pretty low on numbers. So I figured I might as well try it out. At least I get a new bag and, some nice merch. So I was kind of in it for the merch in the beginning, and then ended up making the team and was on the team that 3 years. And it was an awesome experience. Like we won 2 championships. I got 2 rings. I got in a few tournaments, not many, but it was definitely a great time kind of being with a different group of guys as well. Like always being around hockey guys. And then I was around golf guys as well. So it was kind of cool there to, meet new people, I guess you can say.
Okay. You kind of like Happy Gilmore?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Well, that's all where you made the all academic team 3 times while you were there too.
Yeah, no, I got something going upstairs sometimes if I try.
So I guess you've been hitting the links down here.
We went a few times in the beginning of the year once we got here for training camp. Went a few times, but honestly, the cold kind of caught me off guard. I didn't know it gets this cold in Alabama, so put the golf on pause for a bit.
Yeah. Well, and it seems like it feels colder than what it actually is. I guess the humidity just makes it kind of, you get that freezing cold feel.
So growing up, what about any sports heroes that you might have had, whether hockey or not?
Sports, yeah. I guess people that I looked up to were, like within my family, we had some pretty close friends who played in the NHL from the Czech Republic. So they were kind of always like around me as a kid. Radek Dvorak, he played for the Panthers. Martin Straka. So like those kind of guys were kind of around me, and I was like, oh, these, I don't know.
Wow.
Kind of looked up to them a little bit. But favorite player growing up was Alex Ovechkin. He kind of just his goal scoring, and he was just flying out there. So kind of liked watching him growing up. But yeah, outside of hockey, I can't really think of like those heroes that I looked up to other than just hockey players.
Yeah. Well, have you only played the forward position, or growing up, or have you had any desire to play another position?
Yeah, I've kind of always been a forward, always played like left wing. Kind of was always on the offensive side, especially growing up. I was just, wanting to play no defense and just play offense. And then a small stint in college, my sophomore year, we had some D-mans out, so I stepped in, played almost half the season as a defenseman, which was definitely different. It a little bit felt like kind of open hockey out there. I was just cruising around, playing D, but the team needed it, so I kind of tried to fill that role as best as I could.
Okay. So never wanted to play goalie?
No, I'm not. No. Goalies are a different breed.
That's what I keep hearing.
Something's going on over there, but yeah, I don't know. Not a goalie.
Well, now speaking of positions, you play the forward position. What has been the role maybe you've played with teams that you've been with so far? Were you the fighter, the instigator, troublemaker, motivator?
I feel like your role kind of changes as your career goes on at the place. So like in college, I came in kind of like the fiery, hot, like young kid who just like wants to make an impression. Like, I feel like that's kind of what I'm doing also here in Huntsville, just kind of bearing down, working hard, being a good teammate. And then, after you got more games, a couple years under you, maybe then, you can like that leadership role, and that people are looking up to your role kind of steps in. So I've had all the roles, but I wouldn't say I'm a fighter at all. I would kind of want to say I'm like kind of like a two-way forward. Like I'm pretty good on defense, and then my offensive ability is kind of what I hold to myself. So yeah, not a fighter though.
Okay.
But I will be dropping the mitts. I just don't, the time will come. It'll be a good battle.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to get back with you on recapping a fight that you might have had. Well, speaking of that, maybe is there any memory that stands out? Maybe, if you're not much of a fighter, maybe there's a play that you really look back on, or an injury even.
I don't know. I guess this year, going back to like my first pro game, we were at Roanoke, and just being able to score for the team in the third period and kind of helping our team win. That was like a huge, confidence builder, and that was a pretty special moment to score my first pro goal in my first game. So that was a moment that I'll definitely remember.
Well, you are second on the team in game-winning goals, too, by the way. So,
yeah.
I don't know if you knew that or not.
Pretty sweet. No, I didn't. I got to start scoring more then. We need some of that.
Yeah, y'all had kind of a rough weekend this past weekend.
Yeah, it's a long season, ups and downs, but as a group, we kind of acknowledged it, and we had a good week of practice. We were really battling, so we'll flip the script.
Yeah, I'm sure you will. So what's your impression of Huntsville since you've been here? The city of Huntsville and the Havoc organization?
I mean, I literally have nothing negative to say so far. I mean, I'm talking to my brother, and he's more of a, I don't know, back home, it's getting really crowded with traffic, and just the type of people that are moving to Florida maybe aren't the nicest, kindest, kind of like warm-hearted people. So I'm saying come up to Huntsville. It's been awesome here. I mean, you can definitely tell it's growing like wildfire. I mean, there's apartments everywhere. So it's definitely a cool town to be in right now, and I'm happy to, be able to put on a show there at the VBC, and it's pretty neat. I mean, the organization itself is, I mean, what I've talked to, veterans who've played in the league for a while, they all say Huntsville is, the Havoc is the spot to be. So honestly, as a hockey player, you get lucky sometimes, and I think I got lucky by coming to Huntsville for sure.
Yeah, that seems to be a pretty common theme there too with other players that we talk to. What about the fan base? What do you think about them?
I mean, the fan bases, they're nuts. I mean, it's really awesome. I mean, I had my parents here over Thanksgiving break, and I mean, their eyes were wide open. Everyone's so supportive, and they love the team. So you can't ask for anything more. I mean, that's why we work so hard, and we want to win, and bring it home to the fans. So can't thank them enough.
We'll be back with more of the Reekin Havoc podcast.
Time now for the Huntsville Havoc Pick of the Pack, a weekly spotlight.
Head coach Stuart Steffen.
Kevin Weaver Vitale, number 8 this year. Defenseman we brought in at the end of last season. Out of college, came in. I think was an impact player for us right away. And then, obviously coming back this year, I think he's gotten off to a good start offensively for our team. He's a guy that helps us break the puck out. Very skilled defenseman, plays hard as well. Obviously some areas of his game that we're working on with him, and I think he's getting a lot better, and we're definitely seeing improvement in him. He's a big part of our decor there. He's helping run one of our power play units, and good guy around the locker room too. I know the guys all like him, and he's come in and been a good fit for us early on this year for sure.
The Reekin Havoc podcast will be right back.
If you'd like to find a way to a healthier, more flexible you, look no further than Stretch Zone, practitioner-assisted stretching to help you achieve your wellness goals. The Stretch Zone method will help you gently and gradually increase your active range of motion with an approach tailored specifically to your needs. From basic back stretching exercises to sciatic nerve stretches, give them a try with a free 30-minute session. Stretch Zone, locations in Athens, Madison, Huntsville, Decatur, and Rogersville. Visit them on Facebook or online at stretchzone.com.
My name is Joel, and I came to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital in December of 1987 to be treated for osteosarcoma, which is bone cancer. We didn't know anything about St. Jude. We didn't know what they meant, or that, when we got here, what we would do, how it would be taken care of. And when we arrived, we found out that my family wasn't going to have to pay for any of my treatment, not for my medicine, not for travel, not for housing, not for food. St. Jude was going to cover all that. St. Jude supported me in every way, from, taking that financial burden off my parents to making sure that all of my family was included in this time. St. Jude literally means everything to me. I get to go home to my family tonight. I get to cook dinner for them. That's what you're giving. You are giving us everything by supporting St. Jude. So thank you so much.
Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Hi, this is Cole Reginato, and you're listening to the Reekin Havoc podcast.
What about some of your game day, I don't know if you've got rituals or you would call them routines? I don't know how superstitious you are, or maybe just a little stitious.
Yeah, I know kind of the stigma to hockey players is, superstitions are a big part of the game, which they are. But for me, I kind of do the same things, like similar things, but it's not like specific times or anything like that. Like, I like listening to music. A lot of guys were playing sewer ball and stuff, and I don't know, I kind of always have my headphones in playing some music in the background. But other than that, I jump on the bike before games. Some guys do that as well. So I don't know, I'm on the bike a lot. I like biking.
Okay. And we'll talk about some of that music here later on. Now you're one of 8 rookies on the team. How have the veterans been with you guys?
Oh, they've been awesome. I mean, Reg has become one of my closest friends here on the team. We hang out all the time. We're always doing stuff together. So even on the bench, sometimes he'll give me a tap and say, like, keep going, like you're doing good. So that always goes a long way. And I mean, having a guy like Kessner around who's played hockey in so many different leagues and has he's lived it. So it's pretty cool to learn from him. And a little something people may not know, but me and Kessner are roommates on the road. So it's always cool to have him in the hotel room too. Okay.
Yeah, y'all are actually, I mentioned you being second on the team in game-winning goals. You two are actually tied for second. So
nice shots.
Well, now, is there any kind of maybe initiation that the older guys put you rookies through whenever you first come in?
There hasn't. No, not super much. Like we have like a court, which it's just the team gets together. Some fines get thrown around. But it hasn't been, anything, nothing crazy. So get kicked off the card table maybe here and there. But other than that, no, the guys have been awesome. They included us right away into everything. So that's kind of how you build a team. You can't have 8 guys over in the corner and then the older guys together. So it's been really good.
Well, you mentioned biking and golfing a little bit, cards. So is there anything kind of a go-to that you have for downtime?
Recently I've been really getting our house have been watching a ton of movies. We probably watch 2 movies a day, honestly. I think we're averaging. We've been practicing really hard in a lot of games. So when downtime hits, I look for the couch and I'm staying there the whole time. I can't be moving too much. My legs are tired after practice.
Well, now,
just a lot of movies, I would say.
Okay. I hear you took a little trip back in the summer.
Yeah, I did. It was. I went to eight countries. Just kind of buzzed around, going to see all my friends that I played with at New England College. So, it was a long trip. It was a lot of traveling, but I felt like I grew as a person. It was, I went on a solo mission there for a month in Spain. So it was a ton of fun. It's honestly hard. I would be here for 5 hours trying to explain everything I was doing there, but it was a lot of fun.
Well, now, what did you just decide? Okay, I'm just gonna go travel the globe, or was that when you were trying to figure out maybe what was going on? When you weren't getting any calls or anything.
Well, it was after college, senior year, and kind of as I was finishing up my MBA, I kind of told myself I'm gonna go travel. So once I kind of locked into that, I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna try to visit as many places in Europe as possible. So then kind of just went from there, and I was able to hit 8 of them. And there are a few more, but I'll get there.
Well, that's more than I've been to. I tell you what. Speaking of which, your mode of travel was not one that a lot of folks would choose either.
Yeah, it was. Definitely a slow transportation system. My feet. Yeah, I walked through Spain for a while. It was about 500 miles. It was 400 something. So yeah, that was a lot of miles to walk, but it was an awesome experience. I was by the cliffside of the ocean. I was in the middle of the country, kind of through the mountains. So I saw the whole country. We got to hang out with, local people there, and and people from all over the world. It was, I mean, a total, like, kind of a life-changing experience. Like, it was kind of opened my eyes a lot.
Well, what was how much of a language barrier? I mean, 8 countries,
Yeah, I mean, surprisingly, everyone's pretty good at English. I would say the only time I had a little bit of trouble was in Spain, but I mean, ordering and that kind of thing, I kind of got down. But no, European countries, they all speak English pretty well. So language is really never an issue.
Okay. Now, your family is from the Czech Republic. I mean, you've got family here and there, right?
Yeah.
So what, as far as the holidays go, I mean, of course, Thanksgiving is an American holiday, but what about Christmas? I mean, is there anything different that they do than they do here in the States?
Yeah, they we have a pretty traditional, like, Czech Christmas. I'm pretty, looking back now, like, really happy that my mom has kept it traditional every year, even now. But basically we have Christmas on the 24th, so we have it at night. And then everyone else, has Christmas there in the morning. So we have a nice family dinner. There was always, like, how do I say it? Like a potato salad and a fish involved. So that's kind of those traditional meals. But the potato salad is the biggest one. That's kind of Czech's signature Christmas dish.
Huh.
And then we'll open up presents at night and watch some Czech Christmas movies, and then that's about it. It's just hanging out with family, and the emphasis on presents isn't as much, I would say, as an American Christmas.
Yeah. So you mentioned Czech Christmas movies. What would be an example of maybe a must-see Czech Christmas movie?
Oh, I don't know about a must-see, but I mean, they're all like the really, like, old Christmas movies. So we don't watch, like, any of the new ones, but the names are in Czech, so yeah.
Say one of them, just so we can get some.
Tři oříšky pro popelku. It's like 3 walnuts for Popelka, which is her name.
Okay, I'll have to do a Google search on that and see if I can look it up. And talking about old movies, I mean, that's the only way to go for me around Christmas. I mean, it's especially if you're trying to keep traditions and all that. I mean, It's a Wonderful Life and Miracle on 34th Street, for me, of course, now I do like A Christmas Story. That's a newer one, but
no, I totally agree.
All right. So we made our Instagram post on your interview coming up, and Reggie made a comment to the post. And maybe you can give us some background on his comment. He says, any barbers in the area willing to help this young man out would be highly appreciated. And so are you having trouble finding one you like, or does he just think you need a haircut?
No, I think he's just sending out some chirps. I think he's not happy, but I pranked him in practice the other day, so I think he might be a little butthurt about that.
Oh, can you tell us about that prank?
Yeah, I put a little, just some tape on his helmet and just said Reggie, like he was like a mini mite.
Okay. All right. So I said I would, I'd bring up the movies. Now we're getting to the part of my interview that I call my puck out of play questions. They're not hockey related at all,
okay,
although they may circle back. Movies. What would be one of your favorite movies or TV show, or what your maybe a go-to streaming movie or show?
Yeah. So I'd say, like, shows, I would have to go, I don't know, I would always like throw on, like, The Office, watched that several times through. How I Met Your Mother's a good one. But yeah, right now as a house, we're watching The Landman, which has been, it's really good. It's a good show about like the oil fields down in Texas. So
okay,
that's a good one right now. But other than in movies, I mean, I like all the Batmans are really good.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I always just throw on one of those. You can't really miss with those. I'm a sucker for Forrest Gump too. Every time Forrest Gump is on, I kind of get locked into a story.
It's been a while since I've watched Forrest run.
Yeah.
All right, food. What's your favorite food?
Favorite food? I would have to go with. I mean, sushi's up there. I mean, every time. My mom asks me, "Hey, like, where do you want to go for dinner?" It's usually almost every time a sushi spot. But other than that, I try traditional foods very good too. My mom still keeps up with that, which I'm grateful for.
Yeah, mom's cooking. Can't go wrong with that.
Definitely not.
All right, favorite music group, artist, or music genre?
I'm more of an old school kind of guy. So I like Tom Petty, Jackson Brown, John Mellencamp, and then some like the rock groups like Queen, Blink 182. So kind of those older kind of punk rock kind of deal. Okay. But yeah, not much of the new stuff right now. I can't get into it. Too much going on.
Yeah. Well, now, while we're on that, this happens a lot to me. Is there a song that's stuck in your head right now?
No, actually not. I'm pretty dialed into this podcast right now. So
okay. Well, or maybe for the last few days, because I'll wake up, and get a song stuck in my head, and it's just kind of replays through my head for. I don't know.
I had some. I think I had like a Black Eyed Peas song stuck in my head, like "Meet Me Halfway." That tune.
Okay.
So I was singing that one in my head for a little while, but
okay. Okay. Are you much of a reader?
I'm off and on. I want to be more on than I'm off, but I think it's the other way around on that one. But I do have books in my room. I do open them up occasionally. When I get into it, but right now I'm more into movies, but we'll get back to it.
Okay. Is there a book?
They're on the back burner right now.
Is there maybe a favorite book that maybe you kind of keep going back to, or maybe a type of category, maybe?
Well, most of my books are, I don't know, like specific to, I don't know, like I have like a lot of real estate books.
Okay.
Like business books, like sales. And then I have like, I don't know, I read the David Goggins book and kind of those like motivational books. Oh. But yeah, that's about it.
Okay.
Not really into like nonfiction.
Like nonfiction. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. And one more here. Now you mentioned the fact that you and Josh were roommates on the road. Is there any other David Novotny trivia that maybe you can let us in on, whether it's maybe a guilty pleasure or something that not a lot of people know,
Yeah, I'm gonna think about it, and then by the end of the pod, I'll come up with something.
Well, we're almost done, so
all right,
think quick. Well, now I was looking at Elite Prospects, and they have you projected to end up with 18 points this season, 7 goals and 11 assists. You got 5 so far, 2 goals and 3 assists. So I don't know if that's how on track you are. It sounds like you're kind of ahead to me, because there's not been all that many games. So
yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm not really kind of focused on the points right now. I just want us to win. So I'm kind of in the role where, I just got to bring my effort and work hard. And I think if I just keep doing that, I think success will come. So
yeah,
just keep doing what I'm doing. And yeah, just keep loving hockey. That's the best thing you can do.
Yeah. And that was really more for the fans' benefit, I know players usually don't focus that much. I mean, some of them do, some of them are like, I'm just here for the scoring, or whatever.
Yeah.
So, but, the ones that seem like they're successful are, don't worry about it. It's like, if it happens, it happens, I'll just keep doing my best.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, for me, I just want to stay here, it's professional hockey. So, you never know who's coming in or who's, trying to come take your job. So
yeah,
I'm just going to keep working hard, and that's all I can do.
Well, when the day comes that you decide, okay, I'm done, what are your plans? Or what are you kind of thinking your plans might be?
Right now, I mean, that is a tough question. Like, I mean, I do have, the resume and the school backing, but I don't know exactly like what industry I want to go into. I have, been reading about and looking into real estate, more specifically like commercial real estate. Cause I kind of like more business to business, sales and, relationships and that kind of thing. So, real estate is something that I think I'm going to really, really hone in on and look into. And I think that could be something I can enjoy out, after hockey.
Yeah. Well, did you think of any trivia?
I mean,
while we were talking about other stuff.
I mean, recently I did just get brand new skates. So, I mean, if the fans see me toe pick a few times out there, just know it's the new skates.
Oh, okay. That's okay. That's where we're going with it. So,
yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate you coming on with us, and y'all get things turned around this weekend.
Yeah. No, we'll be ready to go. We, Pensacola kind of let us hear it last game, so we're definitely going to come with some fire.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's good to hear. Well, I appreciate it, and we'll be catching up with you at some point or another.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, thank you for having me.
That was Havoc left wing David Novotny, this week's In the Slot guest. We'll be back with more of the Reekin Havoc podcast.
The Reekin Havoc podcast.
In June of 2005, our twin girls were delivered, Melissa and Ann Catherine, and they were born 14 weeks early.
Amy and Chris George talk about the Melissa George Neonatal Memorial Fund.
They both weighed less than 2 pounds. Ann Catherine was 115 and Melissa was 1'9". Melissa lived for a couple of hours, but all of the medical technology in the world just could not have saved her, and she passed away while she was in the NICU. Chris realized pretty early that God had given us a platform that we could use to try to help people. So Chris and I started the Melissa George Neonatal Memorial Fund at Huntsville Hospital.
To know that Melissa's name is living on, her legacy continues. And I think that was very important to Amy and I, is why, the fund is named after her. Because for 7 weeks, Melissa fought so that Ann Catherine would have a chance to live. And I think that we wouldn't be doing her name any justice if we didn't carry on, because we know we wanted to honor her and honor her legacy. And the community, Huntsville Havoc, the community in Huntsville itself, they've rallied around that. And it's been a wonderful support system for us. And I think for a lot of families too, when they see total strangers that are giving.
We're online at HuntsvilleHospitalFoundation.org. Click on the Melissa George Neonatal Memorial Fund and you can give that way.
There's no donation that's too small, and every dollar is just as important as the next one. And if you're giving, then we understand you're giving because you care. And that's what's important, is that we've learned over the years that people give because they care.
And you can volunteer. If you're interested in that, you can click on the volunteer tab to fill out an application. We are grateful for any type of support because we know that once we pull those dollars together, we can do big things.
For more information on the Melissa George Neonatal Memorial Fund, visit HuntsvilleHospitalFoundation.org.
Hey, this is Nolan Kaiser, and you're listening to the Reekin Havoc podcast.
It was a rough weekend for the Havoc, falling to Birmingham and Macon on the road and Roanoke at home. Things started out well down the interstate on Friday as Ben Schultheis got his first goal of the season and first of the game at 8:45 of the first period. Josh Kestner and Kevin Weaver-Vitale got the assist. The Bulls came back with two before the end of the stanza and tacked on another one just over a minute into the second. Nathan Burke and Connor Galloway combined for a third period goal at 9:42. Birmingham scored once more on an empty net for the 4-2 final. Huntsville was hit for 17 penalty minutes to the Bulls' 9 and had 35 shots on goal to their 33. Ryan Wilson took the loss, saving 29 of 32. The Havoc could only manage one goal in Saturday's game at Macon. Ashton Paul's shot at 4:40 of the second period, assisted by Matt Allen and Schultheis, was bookended by two Mayhem scores on each side for a 4-1 win for the home team. Billy Gerard suffered the loss, stopping 30 of the 34 Macon shots. Huntsville took 31 in all. Penalty minutes were distributed 12 minutes for the Havoc and 8 for the Mayhem. The action came back to the VBC on Sunday afternoon's Toy Story game, and for a while it looked like the losing streak would be broken. Despite giving up the first two goals of the game, Cole Reginato found the net at 3:43 of the second period. Josh Kestner went solo on the power play at 8:12 of the third. Then Reggie took advantage of another power play at 12:41 with a hand from Craig McCabe and Weaver-Vitale for the lead. The Rail Yard Dogs slipped in the game-tying goal a minute and 20 seconds before the end of regulation and went on to capture the win at 2:50 in overtime. Ryan Wilson was tagged with the OT loss, stopping 27 of the visitors' 31 shots on goal. The Havoc attempted 33 in all. Roanoke served 21 penalty minutes to Huntsville 17. Reginato was the second star of the game. Austin Alger still heads up the team points category with 20, second in the SPHL. His 11 assists and 9 goals also top those stats for the Havoc. He's sixth and third, respectively, in the league. Cole Reginato paces the team and the SP with his 78 penalty minutes. The team is on the road tonight at Pensacola before coming back home on Friday for Space Night. All Havoc tickets are digital and can be accessed through a mobile device. Go online to HuntsvilleHavoc.com and under the Tickets tab, click on Mobile Ticketing. Keep in mind, too, that the VBC is a cashless venue. Concession stands or bars will not accept cash, and Chuck-a-Puck purchase is only available online. Go to the Fan Zone tab at HuntsvilleHavoc.com and click on Auctions Powered by Dash. Be aware of the VBC's clear bag only policy for Havoc games. This includes no clutch purses, fanny packs, and diaper bags. Exceptions to the policy will be made for all medically necessary items after proper inspection. For more information, plus a list of prohibited items, go to HuntsvilleHavoc.com and under the Fan Zone tab, click Security. Remember, if you're a season ticket holder, doors will open at 5:30 p.m. and remain open until puck drop. You can enter through the doors in the hallway adjacent to the Havoc front office and VBC box office.
For those returning from military service, the transition back to civilian life isn't always easy. Retired Marine Gunnery Sergeant Bill Cook talks about still serving veterans.
The mission of Still Serving Veterans is to serve and honor veterans and their families by empowering them to build meaningful lives. And we do that through connecting to fulfilling careers, getting the benefits they deserve, or the services that they need. We have never charged anybody anything for our services. A group of business leaders in town felt there was a need to help the seriously wounded make that transition back into civilian life. Employment services, VA benefits, and connections to other community services. That's what we do. If you're a veteran and you need help, please get a hold of us. Go to that website, ssv.org, and you can find out pretty much anything you need to know about Still Serving Veterans.
In Huntsville, call 256-883-7035.
The Reekin Havoc Podcast.
For tickets, official Huntsville Havoc merchandise, and more, go to huntsvillehavoc.com. Visit our website at reekinhavoc.com. Look for us on Facebook, Instagram, X, and Threads. And listen, follow, and subscribe to the Reekin Havoc podcast on your favorite platform to keep up with the only weekly podcast covering the Huntsville Havoc, the Reekin Havoc podcast.